Pyramid Times. Myself, Veena Surbu. I'm an Access Bars facilitator, Heal Your Life workshop leader, and also I do Angel Tarot reading, Akashic Records reading too. I'm a creative director at Pyramid Times. We have with us wonderful guest today, Nitya Chellam. She is a Reiki master, shamanic facilitator, Access Consciousness certified facilitator. She is also IT professional and a mother. She coaches extensively people on all these modalities and helps them to heal their own bodies physically, mentally, and spiritually. I myself got trained under her on many other modalities. I'm truly grateful for her to have Nitya with us today.
Thank you, Veena. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about body. You know, what I discovered is everyone is looking for that one person who listens to you, one person who acknowledges you. He's one person who accepts you for who you are. What if that is your body? What if your body is your best friend? And it's true. Because if you tell your body, I'm tired, you get more tired. If you look at your body and say, I'm fat, you actually grow more fat. If you keep telling your body, I don't like you, it does everything it can to make you not like it. So that is how much your body actually loves and adores you, and it listens to you. And not even your friends or even your own children or your husbands, your wives will listen to you and do what you say. But your body will actually do everything that you tell your body to. And that's how amazing it is. And this is what people do not understand. Now, why are there problems in our body when its only job is to listen to you and do everything you ask? It's because we judge it. Because you are saying that I have a disease. If even if I feel a pain, how many of you can say, no, I'm feeling healthy, I'm willing for my body to get better? We don't talk to it that way. Imagine you have a friend who listens to you and does whatever you want, and every day you're mistreating it. Every day you look at the friend and say, I don't like the way you look. You're not fat enough, you're not thin enough, you don't look good enough, you're not tall enough. Will that friend stay with you? No, they would run away, right? They'd never come back in your life ever again.
Yes.
Your body stays with you how much ever you abuse it, how much ever you mistreat it, because that is how much it is non-judgmental about you. That's how you know that your body loves you. However tired you are, if you have to go somewhere, your body will cooperate. But do you cooperate with your body? When your body is tired, do you take rest? When your body is hungry, do you eat, or do you focus on your work all the time? It is we who abuse our body. If you do not abuse your friends, they can work better for you. So when you don't abuse your body, it can create miracles for you. And I've written in my book, A Place Called Home, your true home is your body. Where else is it? Because if your body is there, you can travel all over the world, stay anywhere. But if you're not able to sleep, what is the point of a bed? What is the point of a house, right? If your body is in so much pain, what's the point of anything else? So why don't we treat this tool, this amazing organism, for what it is? And then you will see such a beautiful shift. So let me tell you one truth, that your body actually adores you and it's willing to listen to anything you say. It will only give up, or sometimes we can't get up when it has no other choice, when you've abused it to such an extent that now it has no choice but to rest for 3-4 days. And that's when your body will even create a fever, because it required that rest which you were never giving it and not listening to it. But if you learn to talk and listen to your body, life is completely different. And you have to talk to it like you're talking to your best friend whom you like. Now, I don't know about you guys. Some people abuse their friends and say, you're my best friend, I'll tell you whatever you want. Not that sort, but as a friend that you love. So, and it doesn't matter to you whether your friend looks short or tall or fat, does it? It doesn't matter. You will not tell this person, you don't be my friend because you're not fair enough. But my own body, I would do that. I would look in the mirror and say, you're not fair enough. I don't like you at all. And the strange thing about this judgments of bodies is everyone has it. Even those actors whom we think look so pretty and so beautiful get plastic surgeries because you're not happy with your body. So everyone is trained to judge your body in this reality, but it's not what we want to do, and it's not your best choice. If you just look at it for the pleasure it gives you, it's amazing. And what pleasure does your body give you? You can sleep with your body, you can dance, you can enjoy the rain, you can smell flowers. All these things, amazing pleasures that are free of cost, come to us because of the body. And when we talk about spirituality, we are not physical beings who are looking to become spiritual. That's not true. We are powerful spiritual beings who are here to enjoy the physical life. And trust me, you cannot enjoy your life without physical life, without your body, can you? No. So that's what the body is. It's a tool that gives you so much pleasure to enjoy what physical life is. Without physical life, Will you be able to eat? Will you be able to sleep? Will you be able to dance or sing? Or even look at beautiful flowers or the sunrise or the sunset? So much beauty. So all the senses in your body are designed to give you beauty and pleasure. And everything on earth, like this chair or the car, is designed to help my body. So would my body want to be sad when my body has a nice bed and a nice house and cars? My body never wants to be sad or unhappy. It's my mind that keeps judging my body and keeps creating pain and suffering in my body. So let's go beyond judgments of our mind to actually understand how beautiful your body is.
So letting go of judgments about the body, you say that our body can appear better. Like because of the judgments that we are going into heavy, fatty, having a fatty body or a very thin body. So how can we converse with body to get a body that we always desired?
So let's look at it as when you're non-judgmental, it doesn't matter whether you're fat or thin, right? A body is a body, and every body looks beautiful in its own way. So allow your body to be the boss. Tell your body what would you like to look like. You don't have to decide that your body is thin or fat and how it should look. But if you allow the intelligence of your body to take over and tell your body, how would you look like? Body, tell me how I can help you be the best version of who you are. Then it will show you. And this question we ask our body daily. We talk to it daily. Okay, how can we get healthier body? How much more fun can we have body? How much more joy can we have body? And then it's better. Then the body will be the boss. So why don't we just allow the body to be our boss and we do whatever it asks? That's much more better and simpler.
Yes, Nitya. As you have said, we are spiritual beings in a physical body. So whenever I get up in the morning, I feel that embodiment. I think of few moments where I literally enjoyed myself, and they are so alive in my memories even now. I feel grateful for all these things and being the embodiment of our being. That's so profound. We could experience every day, every moment.
Yes.
Literally, if we don't have bodies, all those enjoyment, fun stuff, and all that this earth provides, we couldn't literally see them. Maybe we have come only for that experience purposes and to have more fun on this planet and nothing else.
That is so true. So Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, says the purpose of life is to have fun. And that's it. So if you learn to have fun with your body and fun with all the pleasures that this planet has to offer you, life will be so amazing. And trust me, if you have fun, your money also changes. You get more money. So, and you can experience that too. So when you're here to have fun, what are you doing anything else, right? So, and your body is designed to give you fun. Smelling of beautiful flowers, such a pleasure. Rain, I mean, I just love getting wet in the rain. In the rain, I don't feel there's anything more pleasurable than that. And just smelling the rain, looking at the clouds. So a lot of these pleasures are even free of cost. So what if we just enjoy them with our body? Isn't that amazing?
Yes, so amazing, Nitya. So when I met you for the first time, you are little different, and every time I meet you, you are becoming younger and younger. And also your skin is like baby like skin, and it is so supple and soft. How do you do it?
Oh, thank you so much, Veena. That is so kind of you. So, age is a judgment. So, when you do not look at your body and keep saying you're growing older, you're growing uglier, and people, the minute they become 30, they're like, oh my God, my whole life is gone. I didn't achieve something. When you judge your body, it ages faster. And the more you're relaxed and peaceful and happier, you will see your body will also get better. It will change. So, the secret is a lot of relaxation and self care. Like I said, we are here to have fun with our body. So people spend so much money in maintaining their cars, but do you spend money on your body? Why don't you get yourself a nice massage? Why don't you get the facials that your body is asking for? Why don't we clean ourselves properly, right? So I invest in my body. I believe this is a big asset, and I keep relaxing. And I get some amazing massages, whatever my body likes. Even exercises is fun for your body. Your body likes to move. If you look at your body, it's not a tool that will 24 hours not move and just stay in a place. And it's a joyful tool that likes to keep on playing. When you look at kids, they keep on playing and having fun. So movement also helps. So these are the things. Listening to my body and adoring my body is really what's helped me change my life.
That's so true. So can we discuss more on diseases? Why do we get diseases, and how can we get rid of them or live disease free?
Yes, that's a very good question. So disease also, again, like when you see everything on earth is there to help the body. So your body doesn't want to have disease actually, just wants to have fun. The mind is the one that causes the illness and the disease. And the body and the mind are really connected. So any negative emotion that you have, like anxiety, stress, guilt, will take a hit on the body. It may not take a hit in one day, but if I have 5 years of guilt, definitely my pancreas are going to take a hit. I might end up getting diabetes. If I'm so stressed, 5 to 10 years of stress will definitely result in high BP. So these are the emotions that you're putting in your body, and your body is coping up with these, listening to you when you say, I'm stressed, I can't handle it. It's trying its best. So the body creates diseases that way only because of the thoughts that you have in your mind. So when you allow your mind to be relaxed and free, then your body will not have disease. So that is one amazing way to let go. If you see a lot of cancer survivor patients, there are many stories of how they've thought positive, how they have told their cells that they're fine and have come out of, such disease. And there's a book called The Biology of Belief that talks about this. Even my book, A Place Called Home, there's one chapter about bodies. Even if you study more of access consciousness and do a lot of body processes, you will get to actually know that the more you let go of judgment, the more amazing your body will become. And your body is always amazing. It is your judgment that's made it full of.
So when you are speaking about these bodies, I am literally so present in my body. I was wondering where am I before during this conversation. It's literally so nice to feel our own bodies and be in our bodies,
So true.
and yes, and contribute to the planet, and whatever the work we are doing, engage your body also, because it is friend, it is always there with you,
So
but
true.
we tend to ignore it.
That is true. So if any of you guys are, looking for true love and where is that one thing or one person who love me, it's body. To love it back. You don't have to look for anyone else. You can if you want to, but your body truly loves you.
That's so true, Nitya.
So to summarize, your body is your true love, your best friend. Treat your body with lots of gratitude. And trust me, this gratitude is going to come back to you in many ways. If you're grateful for people, it may or may not come back. But in general, gratitude is an amazing energy that gives you a lot. So be grateful for your body. Be grateful for how it looks. Be grateful for even the extra fat you have. And then you will see that it loves that nurturing care that you give it, and things can change. So, what if you learn to be so grateful for your body and not take it for granted, because it is truly there for you? Treat it like a best friend and enjoy with your body, because that's why you have the body for, and that's what you're here for, to enjoy and laugh and have fun. And when you do that laughter with movement of your body, it becomes even more amazing. So appreciate the wonder and beauty of your body is what I would like to leave you guys on this topic.
Yes, that's so wonderful. So in conclusion, body is your best friend.